Hey everybody, and thanks for tuning in for the very first On the Ground with River Valley Co-op video. I'm your host, Dylan Davidson, and today I have with me Mr. Travis Sullivan.
Thanks, Dylan. Like you said, I'm Travis Sullivan. I am the seed account manager for all Iowa locations with River Valley Co-op.
Gotcha. So, Travis, you're the seed guy. What are you talking to your customers right now when it comes to corn?
Yeah, so, like I said, we're sitting here today. It's about 7 degrees outside. It's pretty cold. Doesn't seem like spring's on the way, but in all reality, it's going to be on us fast, and we got to be prepared and ready to go when we have that small window of time to get everything done. So, let's make sure we got the planters out, taking a look at everything, making sure everything's ready to go, and when we get out to the field, make sure we're having good down pressure, getting that trash out of the way and putting that seed right where it needs to be to get that moisture, good seed to soil contact. Also, another thing is, we're going to be going quick, but let's make sure that seed that we talked about putting in the right place in that farm, we don't get too busy that we go away from that. Let's make sure we put that seed in the right spot to be successful.
Gotcha. You got a plan, stick to it.
Right.
Gotcha. Is there anything you're talking to your customers about soybeans?
Yeah. So the big thing with soybeans this year is we've seen some damage in some soybean fields this last year across the state of Iowa from the fall we had. And it's going to be in some seed beans as well across the state of Iowa. So let's make sure, hey, it's probably going to help put some soybean seed treatment on this year. It's been shown to help germination up to 15%. To have that on, as well as we're seeing more and more that earlier planted soybeans are what leading to our bigger soybean yields. So
right, so you're planting that bean and that soybean treatment because you're planting it early. That treatment really protects it.
Absolutely. So that helps us in those cooler, wet conditions that we typically go into planting soybeans earlier to help with those diseases and those early insects. So
gotcha, makes a lot of sense. Is there any soybean treatments that you're recommending to your customers?
Yeah, so right now we're talking Warden CX, so it's a mixture of 3 different fungicides as well as an active ingredient in our insecticide to help give us the best chance of those early diseases and early insects. Some guys we're also packaging that with Allevo to help with our sudden death fields if we have some issues in the past of some sudden death syndrome. Really showing good results with that product. So.
Gotcha. And we can double those up, right?
Absolutely.
Yep.
So we can treat them all at the same time. So
double the bang for your buck there.
Absolutely.
Gotcha. Well, Travis, I appreciate you being on. Is there anything else you want to point out to the growers out in the countryside before spring hits?
Yeah. So I always look at the growing season as a marathon, not a sprint, right? So as a marathon runner, you wouldn't get up one day and just decide you're going to go for a run and run 26.5 miles. So you want to make sure that they make sure they want to stretch and have the right tennis shoes on and everything else. So we want to do the same thing with our seed, right? We want to make sure it has the best start with our prep work and making sure that everything goes in just the way the best way we possibly can, so we can have a successful harvest and in the fall. So.
Got you. Got a plan, stick to it. Makes Absolutely. A lot of sense. Well, Travis, I really appreciate you being on today, and
thank you.
We'll see y'all next time.